laugh. LaTulip, I am on record as saying I am worried about this Florida team. I said it before, Arizona. Xavier Lee making the move up to the SEC level, losing the guards that they lost. They lost two pros or two NBA rotation players and an absolute linebacker in the G League now in Elijah Martin. And you struggle with Florida State tonight. Am I right to be a little bit nervous about where Florida is right now?
I mean, I had concerns after the Arizona game, and I think that's natural given what they have to replace. And I think it showed itself tonight once again. They were on the winning side of things tonight, but just with a new group, granted the front court's back, but with a new backcourt, you got to kind of relearn how to win and how to close games. And they had the ultimate closer last year, and you just saw like closing games offensively this year it's going to have to be by committee. And I thought, there's a really big three, Klavjar hit in the corner and make it 74-70 off a great skip from Xavier Lee. And it's like the ball touched, it was probably passed 11 times, and it was just who's going to do something with it. And Xavier made a play and Klavjar hit the three, but like that's the stuff they're going to continue to learn and build upon. I'm not out on Florida by any means. It's just, and we just saw from Lee tonight too. He's a jump shooting guard. Boogie Fland at times can be a jump shooting guard. And that is going to bring variance to your offense. So how do they progress as guys that can get downhill and potentially, get to the free throw line? I mean, I know they shot 12 tonight. That's progress. That's what I'm monitoring. It's just, can this Florida team kind of relearn how to win with this particular group? Because it's going to be different than last year. Yep.
And to be clear, I'm not out on Florida as being like a really good team. I am out on them as being
it's relative.
That's gonna repeat as national champions. Like they're going to be in the top four of the SEC, and there's a real chance they're in the second week of the tournament. I just think that their ceiling's a little bit lower than what I expected. Good, man. I was impressed by Florida State though. Like we gotta talk about Luke Lux and kind of this roster he's put together. Robert McRae was awesome. They've looked really good through the first 8-9 days of the college basketball season.
And it wasn't just on threes. That's the beauty. Now they got killed on the glass, but I think they play hard. To me, they play with freedom. McRae's been terrific so far. I mean, just the fact that they took him down to the wire was really impressive for a team that, again, has no money for the most part, no NIL budget. What he's done is really impressive for a first-year coach. But yeah, I'm with you guys on Florida. Like, I just don't know if that backcourt has the shit to them, frankly, that Florida's backcourt last year did. And I think that was what put him over the top. Having Walter Clayton, having Elijah Martin, having forgetting his name. Help me out.
Will Richard.
I know I want to say Chris Richard, but that was a member of the Florida national title team years ago. Having those three, you're not going to be able to fill them, but like these guys are so different. And again, like I don't know, they're just missing a guy that you can just give the ball to, and like you just feel like he's gonna really impact the game and just make a play. I don't feel like either Lee or Fland are that.
Yeah. And how I think. Yeah. I would say Hauk's got a he's the one so far
awesome.
that has been willing to take that jump. And I think the reliance on playing more through the bigs and they always went into their like DHOs and dribble handoffs and zoom actions and stuff. But I mean, this is the second high major game they've played this year, and Alex Condon has 6 turnovers in both. I mean, there's times where he hasn't looked as comfortable, and he was great. He was great in their previous game against North Florida, but like he's going to have to be more sure with the ball. I think they ended up with 18 turnovers tonight, and that's a big reason why Florida State was able to keep this close, because it sure as hell wasn't because Florida State, was able to get a ton of. I didn't think Florida State's shot quality was all that great tonight. Nope. It's just Florida kind of squandered a lot of possessions offensively. You went on the glass by that much like they did tonight, and you hold a team to that low of a field goal percentage like they did with that overall shot quality, like that's a 15-point plus win. But not being able to close games and not being able to take care of the ball, that's how you let teams hang around.
Yep, they're also shooting 21% from three through 3 games. Xavier and Lee 1 for 10 tonight from 3. Boogie Flan 2 for 7 from 3. If those guys find a way to start getting up to closer, like about 40%, those two specifically, then it's a different conversation. And also Tommy Hawk is an absolute stud. Toast of the night, then we'll get to the afters afterwards. Goodman, you go first. Who are you toasting tonight?